Part 1 of the US Championship is now pretty much done and dusted here in San Diego, as we have beaten both Spider and Vanessa. And now, I think it's time for us to move our attention over to Atlanta, which is where we will begin Stage 2 of the US Championship. And also, just to be clear, I won't be using the Gembala for this one. I will be switching cars for this part. Because, well, technically speaking, I do have more than just one car for a reason. I'll also consider buying myself the McLaren F1 at some point before this is all said and done. So anyway, we've used the Gembala now. I think it's served its purpose. So, I think let's switch over to... yeah, let's switch over to the Chrysler. Actually, on second thoughts... no, I'll use the Cadillac. Just because I figure this car probably does deserve a little more on airtime. So why not? I'll also put on a few details whilst I'm at it as well. Once I can find it. Here it is. Okay, so I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just put in some sponsors at random, just to make it look like I am supporting sponsors on my car. I figured it's necessary for me to be generous. And I cannot see... oh, yeah. Oh yeah, that's right. I didn't select the slot. I had a total brain freeze moment there. Couldn't explain why. Yeah, might as well include dub. Because why not? And I think, last but not least... I'll go with, let's do, yeah, that'll work. And I think in terms of, yeah, I'll go Laxani. And what else is there? I'm basically just doing this because I want at least one car to have all the sponsor slots. Okay, I'll do Jackson Racing. And I think slot 8 is the final slot. I could be wrong, but I think it's the final slot. I'll go with... sure. I'll pick one at random. Kazada. And... sure. ZEX, why not? And last but not least... sure. Why not? Okay, I think that's pretty much occupied all my sponsor slots, from what I can tell. Yeah. It helps them to protrude. Sure, that'll work. Okay. I think that's pretty much everything regarding the details we need to put on this thing. I just figured I might as well use up all the sponsor slots, just to make this car feel more dynamic. Sure, 25 inch. just something random. Figured I might as well put it on. Okay, I think that's everything we needed to do here. Plus I've also wasted enough of your time customizing this thing with the chrome pressed sponsors. Figured it might as well be necessary to fill out all the slots.
A pawn hooked you up, fool. Look at it. Now for once in your life, people gonna stop laughing at you.
And Lamont is the closer of the two, so I will go after Lamont first. Lamont's driving a Mercedes-Benz CLK GTR, one of two races. Coincidentally, he is also the closer of the two racers I can chase after. So guess what? I'm doing Lamont first.
You made it, man. You've been putting in a lot of work and you finally got here. I'm proud of you, but it ain't over. Not till you take it all. Now get out there and take what's rightfully yours.
Oscar, I will do whatever it takes to make sure this US Championship title is mine. I might have overdone it with the chrome painted. I might have overdone it with the chrome painted sponsors, though. Well, whatever. I figured it was necessary to give this thing some additional customization, because why not? And there are 5 of us in this race. So let's see how long this takes. Yeah, I had to slow down there, because if I didn't, I would have almost certainly run into the pillars. Which, as you might have guessed, would have meant disaster. Again, that was totally an accident. That was totally an accidental shot where basically the game thought I actually pressed the R3 button. I don't know if it's just my repulsive driving style that's making this so fucking hard, or if it's just the traffic not wanting to give me any leeway. Because I really don't know what's worse. If I did know what's worse, I'm likely not going to win this before I finish with the podium. Considering I haven't officially put together a run that's been adequate. Which at this point hasn't really served me all that well. Well, at least I... Oh, yeah, okay. That did not go to plan. I was not supposed to take that corner. It was meant to be cut, not taken. Yeah, I had to use zone there for a moment. And I managed to put a run together that'll work this time. Okay. Come on, Nitrous. Help me out. Help me out. Got there eventually. Fucking 21 minutes later. Although this probably took me more like a quarter of an hour. Anyway, there's your finishing order. Myself over Andreas, Wayan, Lamont, and Monica.
Alright, you done schooled them fools.
One of two races down with Lamont. And now let's move on to our second race, whilst I am basically trying to battle this as well as battle my hay fever. As we are now doing Into the City against Lamont and his Mercedes CLK GTR. A car which I have thought about using myself. But before then, I am pretty content with using the... But before then, however, I'm pretty content with using the Cadillac. Did I mention how irritating it is to basically fight your way through this whilst also fighting hay fever? Because it really is pretty fucking annoying, to say the least. And in all honesty, it has been... leaving me pretty... Nope. Damn it. Fuck me. Because this hay fever, it has been just leaving me with a chip on my shoulder that is basically just outweighing myself. That's basically just outweighing my shoulders at the moment. And also because it's just not letting me think. It basically feels like I'm driving sick, but yet I'm still biting the bullet anyway because my voice is still somehow in workable condition. I guess it must be because the hay fever doesn't feel like a flu. That's probably what the reason is. And that's probably why I'm not giving up yet. Either that, or it's just because of my extreme audacity. I don't know what works better and what doesn't. Okay, I need to make sure I don't fall this time. Okay, I lined it up this time. And I got it done on attempt number 2 by 0.24 of a second over Monica. Lamont completes the podium. Then we had Maddie, followed by Jalil, Mayo, and Ivana completes the finishing order.
Oh, now you think you're in the game, huh?
I wish I could say I was in the game. But because I'm literally trying to get this championship done with hay fever, it's probably not working out very well. And I guess that's a natural thing because I'm basically doing this, or trying to do this, on a Friday morning in early July. And typically there is a lot of pollen during June, July. I think it's also a similar case in August as well, but it's not quite as bad because it's later on. Anyway. At least I can say I put my Cadillac to good use at the end of the day. And now, I think the only other car I need to use now is the Chrysler, and I will probably be using that when I take on Angel. But nonetheless, I did use my Cadillac to reasonable effect, and that's basically what kept me in the game. So you know, there is that. But anyway. Okay, I think that's enough video evidence for now. I'd say we've got what we need. Let's now continue the career and end off this episode. Anyway, there we go. We are now 95% complete with the game, as we have bested Lamont in the US Championship. And now, the only guy we have left, in the heart of the city, is Angel. Coming in the next episode.